Hi, this is Rick Eymer with the Palo Alto Weekly. We're here today with Alexander Nemeth, the water polo goalie for Sacred Heart Prep. They just finished a kind of a mini tournament. They played 5 games over the 4 games this last week. One, of course, was against Menlo School, their rivals, and a couple against really good top competition. They went 3-1, and their only loss was maybe to the top team in the nation by a single goal. And Alexander was in double figures in saves in all 4 of them, and he's our athlete of the week as a result. And Alexander, let's talk a little bit about, of course, beating Menlo. That's always fun.
Oh yeah, Menlo's they've been our rival for the past 7-8 years, and it's always really fun to play them. I mean, they're always a challenging team, and it was really fun that we got to play them during the season finally instead of at the CCS championship, so that was a really cool experience.
Yeah, and then over the weekend you had to go up to the Olympic Club to play. I don't know how many times you've played indoors, but that's got to be a unique experience. And playing someone against those teams, especially Mater Dei, the team you lost to by 11-10 or something, has to be a pretty good challenge for you guys.
Oh no, playing against Mater Dei was a great experience for us. I mean, it just showed us that, we already knew that we were able to compete with the top teams in the country. And I think losing by a single goal, we should have won. I think we should have won that game. But what happened, and we have to move on from there.
Right, and then, of course, Harvard Westlake, you played them twice. Now you beat them twice. And was it Miramonte that you also beat?
We also beat Miramonte.
So then that's one of the best teams in Northern California, so that's always a plus. How do you use that kind of a tournament moving forward? Well, actually, you only have like 1 league game left, I think, and then the tournaments, of course. But you can use that kind of a tournament to move forward in a positive way.
Yeah, exactly. No, competing against some of those teams, I don't know if we'll ever... I don't know, in my career, I don't think I'll ever compete against some of those teams again, but playing against them gives us a whole different experience of just the intensity and just the gameplay level, and we can use that to face some of the other top teams of the country, like in our upcoming tournament.
Yeah, and Alexander was telling me before that he's interested in chemistry and environmental science, and I really enjoyed hearing what he had to say about that. And again, just tell us why you like that.
I think it's a really undervalued place of study, and especially with all the major environmental crisis happening in our day and age, I think it's really important that kids learn about how the environment works, how things are created, how things are destroyed, and how we can help to save the planet that we live on.
That's a great idea. I wish we would have done that a little earlier in our lives, but of course we have this generation, hopefully, to save us. Anyway, one of the things you did over the summer was you won a national championship in club water polo, the Junior Olympics, and that's 2 years in a row for you. And Alexander, you were the co-MVP. Just tell us about that experience and about what that means.
It was a awesome experience. I got to play with some of my best friends, I think, and just to be able to compete for a championship, for a national championship at that, and actually win it was just an awesome experience. And I don't know if it's really hard to describe how it feels. You're really passionate and you're in the moment. And I think just working together with all those guys it's such an honor. And I'm really glad that we were able to come out with the win. Right,
and some of those, of course, were your mortal enemies from Menlo. They were actually some of your teammates. So we know, of course, the rivalries are friendly most of the time. But that's got to be kind of fun. You were with guys from St. Francis also, which you have kind of a rivalry with. And just talk about playing with different guys from different high schools.
Yeah, coming from the high school seasons, they all have their different playing styles, and I think what we do in practice is we take each of their styles and we try to mix it into one large style that fits for all of us, and that's how we try to create as best of a team chemistry as possible, so we're always on sync, we're always on point, we're always ready to roll.
Right, I think that's the mark, especially at Sacred Heart Prep. It's not always the same guy that scores all the goals, and you really mix it up well. It could be a surprise every once in a while. The team chemistry involved, particularly in water polo, has got to be, it's a little interesting. I mean, you really got to know what everybody's doing.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, we've all gotten to the point where we're all really good friends. We all know each other. We all know what we like to do. I mean, to go back to the point of not one person always scoring the goals. I mean, I think that's great. I mean, for somebody it's their game, somebody it's scoring like 7 goals in like 4 quarters. I mean, that's just awesome, and it's great that we have like that diverse of a team that one person could have a good game and then another person can have a good game.
Yeah, that's a mark of a true champion, which of course you guys are 7-time, I think, defending CCS champs. So that's talking to Alexander Nemeth, the Athlete of the Week this week, and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And to find out who our Athlete of the Week is next week, just hit that subscribe button down below or visit us at pasportsonline.com.